Mariners lose again to the Athletics. And is Luis Castillo on his way out? I'm going to cover both those questions. I'm going to cover that question as well as the game recap, covering Alex Hoppy, the promotion, and Casey Legumina, that whole situation. We're going to break down everything here on this episode of Mariners Daily. My name is Sam Edwards. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. On this episode, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, freaking subscribe to the channel and leave your comment with your thoughts. Also, if you're listening to this on Spotify and or Apple Podcasts, freaking leave a 5-star review. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate it. All right. 5-2 loss. Let's break this down. I mean, it's a lot of missed opportunities. We saw a little bit of offense, which is encouraging, but it's not enough, man. I mean, I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. This Athletics pitching is not that good. We should be taking advantage of guys like Jacob Lopez, okay? We have the type of offense that we should be able to take advantage of it. We were not able to. First inning, first and second, Randy grounds out. It's just opportunity after opportunity of us not taking advantage of it. We did score in the second inning. Refsnyder gets a bloop single. Al gets a solid single. J-Rod goes chasing, but does hit it far enough to move Refsnyder over to third base to get Naylor. Naylor coming up with the sacrifice fly, which was big for us. Josh Naylor, I said it yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. Josh Naylor, I think, is the secret to this offense. I mean, I think he is unlocking him and getting him going consistently is going to be huge for us. He knows how to make contact, which is great. So if we do put him in this situation like this, where he can get a sacrifice fly, I think he will come through majority of the time. Or I would say above average, maybe not the majority of the time because, well, Major League Baseball offense does not work majority of the time. Good batting average is getting a hit a third of the time. So that's not majority. Either way, I think getting Josh Naylor going is just so freaking important. He's been one of our worst hitters so far, especially for our starters. So getting him going, so important. Fast forward, sixth inning, we got a home run from Cal, which was great to see. I did not think it was hit very hard off the bat because it looked like he was out in front of it and that he got under it. He did kind of get under it, but he hit it extremely hard, 104 miles an hour. Good to see from Cal. Good to see from J Rod as well. They both went 2 for 3 with an RBI. Cal with the homer. One was an infield hit from J Rod, but still good to see that he is running well, playing good defense. Both of them solid player. Cal was the DH from this game, and Garver got a good throw out at second base, which was great to see. It was a pitch up to make it 10 times easier for him, but he did get a throw out, which is encouraging to see. Either way, this offense needs to show me more. Needs to. Rally. We've got Raleigh and Rayleigh, okay? Just can we just take a step back and maybe I should give myself a break on that. Or maybe not, let me know. Canzone should be playing versus lefties, man. Canzone should be playing the entire time. He's hitting the crap out of the ball. He's not striking out too much. This is a must. We need to get this done. Just freaking get him playing full time. I want to see him play full time. That's it. That's it. I think he needs to play full time at this point. Let's get into Castillo here. Castillo is an interesting situation here. The start was interesting. It was not as bad as some other starts that we have seen. But I think it's just further convincing me that I think he is on his way out this year. Like, I just don't think he's going to be a quality. My bad. My bad. I don't think he's going to be a quality major league starter going forward. I just don't think that's the case anymore with Castillo. 5 innings to start, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So now, why am I all doom and gloom if that's what he's doing? It's not a bad start. It is not a bad start. It's not a quality start, but actually, no, it's not a quality start. Sorry. I couldn't remember if it was a quality start was 5 innings or 6 innings. No, a quality start is 6 innings, 3 runs or less. Yeah, not a quality start. He pitched 95 pitches through 5 innings. Didn't have great control. of his pitches, was not throwing enough strikes. Uh, why am I saying that he's done? Well, let's break down the pitches here. The four seamer, he threw the most at 40% usage. It got four whiffs, two called strikes, 15.8 CSW percentage. Very bad. Six balls in play, four outs, 68 strike percentage. Now, the strike percentage is nice. However, two of those, or majority of the balls that were hit hard against Castillo were off the four seamer. He throws it up of the zone. And it's just not as effective as it used to be, man. It's just not half as effective. Now, the slider, however, was amazing this start. This was the best start we've seen from his slider. 32 use percentage, up 4% from the last start. Eight whiffs on the slider. Eight whiffs, eight called strikes. Good for a 51.6 CSW percentage and a 71 strike percentage. That is incredible. Bet you that's the best CSW from yesterday for all starting pitchers yesterday. That's crazy. That is insane. The slider was absolutely hooking. And yet, we saw 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts, which is not a bad start. I'm not saying it like it is a bad start, but if your slider is getting you a 51 CSW and a 71 strike percentage, and you still can't go past 5 innings, in my mind, what that tells me is you don't have much besides the slider. And he didn't. The sinker he used 16.8% of the time, 0 ifs, 2 called strikes, a 12.5 CSW, 3 balls in play, 2 outs. 56 strike percentage. It's a 56 strike percentage on the sinker. That does not play. That does not work. The changeup he used 10% of the time, 2 whiffs, 0 called strikes, 20 CSW, very poor strike percentage. He had nothing else besides the slider, nothing else, and the four seamer has to be higher than a 15 CSW. Gotta be, man. I mean, he's got a high enough strike percentage at 68%, but he needed the slider cooking in this start to not get destroyed. Because if he's hanging more sliders and it's just not getting the movement that you want it to, he's getting crushed in this start, and he's out of the game by the third inning. And maybe we don't DFA. Well, no, we would have DFA'd Laguna anyways because that was before the game. Uh yeah, man. I'm not feeling great about Castillo, and I honestly think as of right now, I would rather see Hancock in the rotation than Castillo when Bryce Miller gets back. Castillo's getting paid. I know. That's where I'm standing. That's where I'm standing right now. Unless I start to see some positive improvements on that four seamer, it's not gonna work, man. Unless I see this slider continuing to cook consistently, it's just not going to work. It's just not going to be good. It's going to be walking a tightrope every single freaking start. Just hoping that they're missing the bad pitches, not taking advantage of that high four seamer, or just hoping that his control really works, which he is not a control guy. He's been able to get away with mistakes for majority of his career, and the sinker and changeup are not stepping up either. So what are we doing? He only had a slider working in this start. That's it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Not a great start from Castillo. The bullpen also did not hold this lead up. Bizzardo came in, gave up back-to-back doubles, giving up a run. Did get out of the inning from there, but just not super encouraging to see. Left a couple pitches in the middle of the zone. Spire gave up a home run to Shea Langoliers. Not a bad pitch. I mean, up and away sinker. Maybe it's not the pitch that you want to see because it's easier to hit the other way. Not a terrible pitch. I'm not too worried about Spire there. No strikeouts is a little odd, but still. And then we brought in Cole Wilcox because we figured we were done with this game and the offense was not going to get us going. He gives up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, which is nice to see, but even so, has not been very effective so far this season. Wilcox, he's probably the next guy that's going to get DFA'd at this point. Um, and I say the next because we've already had a DFA so far. Let's get into the guy that was called up here. Alex Hoppe. Yeah, man. We got him from the Boston Red Sox actually this past off season. Traded for minor league catcher Luke Heyman in November. I remember when Hoppy came over, the story was the strikeouts as well as the walks, which is definitely still consistent with how he is as a starting pitcher. This past season, he split time between Double A and spent most of the time in Triple A with Boston. Pitched 61 innings combined with a 26.4 K percentage, a very nice K percentage due to his high 90s fastball and very good slider, and apparently a Bugs Bunny changeup. That's what I'm hearing. He also throws a cutter as well, which makes sense because he struggles with control. And most guys that struggle with control, I feel like, turn to the cutter. 12.4 walk percentage, not very good this past AAA season or minor league season, I should say. Didn't give up too many home runs though, 0.73 home runs per 9, which is encouraging. 333 BABIP, not terrible. 69 left on base percentage, 54.7 ground ball percentage, which is crazy. I was not expecting that, but it is pretty encouraging to see the low homers, high strikeouts, high ground balls. So that could be something, man. He could definitely be something. I'm very curious to see what happens. This is the type of guy that I feel like the Mariners can turn into a very good reliever. We'll see what happens. This past minor league season, it was a 455 ERA and a 388 FIP. Triple A so far this season, he has pitched 8 innings, only given up 4 hits, 1 run, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 12 strikeouts. So we've seen the control struggles, but we've also seen the electric stuff, that high 90s fastball, that slider, that changeup, that cutter. I'm really curious to see what we have here. Yeah, I'm happy to see him called up with him doing very effectively so far in the minors. I want to see what he can do in the majors. I mean, man, it's gonna be a high risk, high reward type of situation. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking we're probably gonna see a destructive outing or two. He's the type of guy that I feel like at the end of the season, you're gonna look at the stats and go, "Oh, he wasn't very good." But when you watch him, relief appearance by relief appearance, maybe you see something that could be, magical at times, an absolute shutdown at times. I just need to see consistency, keeping his stuff in the zone as much as possible. Just throw it right down the middle because it sounds like his stuff is as good as possible. Now, it could be a pretty, like, just because he throws high velocity doesn't mean it's a good four seamer necessarily. We've seen flat, uh, just non effective four seamers that are, thrown very fast and look very cool, but get hit very hard. So we'll see what Hoppy has. I'm curious to see what we have here. He was our ranked number 48th prospect, I believe. Um, yeah, it doesn't really mean much to me, but either way, shout out Hoppy. We'll see what we have. I'm curious to see how quickly they actually start him in a game. But the reason he was recalled from Tacoma is because we DFA'd Casey Legumina. 1 game too late, a lot of people say. Why was he pitching in a tie game in the freaking 8th inning if we were going to DFA him so quickly? What do we believe in him or do we not? What is going on? What are we doing? What is this? What was he the only guy available? Was he the only guy available at the time? Because that's what this tells me. Or it tells me that we don't know what we're doing, that we're just a little lost. We're just going with the motions. We're just going with the streams. What? What? What are we doing? Why? Why? Who? What? I have no answers here. I only have questions. Why was he pitching in a tied game in the 8th inning? He hasn't been terrible. He's not been terrible, but he has not been good. 11 and 2/3 innings pitched so far in the majors for Legumina so far this season. 15 hits, 6 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 3 hit by pitches. That alone, get him out. Just get him out. He's not a major league pitcher. He's not a major league pitcher yet. And maybe he could turn into one. I'm not saying he can't, but 3 hit by pitches, come on. Get him out. Get him out, get him out, get him out. 395 BABIP, very high. 463 ERA and a 314 FIP in 11 and two-thirds innings pitched. Once again, grain of salt, grain of salt, grain of salt. Too small of a sample size. That's my go-to saying if you're new here. It's a grain of salt. Just take it with a grain of salt. Casey Laguna, I don't know why he was pitching in such a key situation to only get DFA'd the next day. Why? It makes absolutely no sense unless he was the only reliever available, or we don't know what we're doing. Let me know what you think it is in the comments. Was he the only one available? Dude, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Don't know what they're doing. Happy. I'm happy that he got DFA'd, and I'm happy we're bringing up Hoppy. I'm excited. Excited to see what we got, but or maybe it's just Hop. I keep saying Hoppy. Is it Alex Hop or Hoppy? I don't know. I should have looked it up beforehand. That's my bad. We'll be better. We'll be better tomorrow. But yeah, man. I mean, let me know what you think about this Laguna situation. What do you think about Luis Castillo? Is he freaking cooked, man? Is he done for? Are we is this the last we're gonna see of a good Luis Castillo? He's been so consistent. Maybe I'm counting him out too quickly because he does have these starts where the slider's absolutely cooking. He does have starts where the four-seamer is working for him, but I just don't think it's going to happen consistently, and I feel like overall we're going to be disappointed. Like I said, it feels like a tightrope walk. It feels like we are just hoping every start, crossing our fingers, hoping he's going to get by. We'll see what happens. He's usually much better at home as well, so maybe I'm just judging him too soon. It just has me worried because even with the slider cooking, it was only 5 innings. I don't know, man. Let me know what your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.